Hi everybody, hope you're having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is when you're watching this. Recently I picked up another victim from my Workbench. This is a 2018 Epiphone Les Paul SL. It's, I believe, the cheapest Epiphone made. I think today you can buy one of these for around 130 bucks. This was probably cheaper than that when it was new. So I picked this up at a pawn shop in Beaver Dam, Kentucky for 75 bucks. I probably paid a little bit too much for it, but it's something to do. This one is very light. I think it weighs about 5 pounds when I weighed it the other day compared to my CNG Strat, what's got the built-in amp and everything. It's about 6 pounds, and the black and gold one that I built, the Les Paul style, that weighs 8 pounds. You know, it's got a bit of weight to it. So I picked this up and I'm gonna do some mods to it. I was looking it over today. I've had it a little while. So I've been wanting to see how it stays in tune and all that stuff. And usually it'll sit and go sharp on all the strings. Today it was out of tune flat. So I want to check the intonation on it, see how that is. I noticed that the strings, say if you push down on the 7th fret, the next fret over, there's the string, it's like it's laying on the next fret up, the 8th fret. Say if you're on the 7th, it'd be still laying on, there's no gap there hardly at all. There's no gap that I can even see. I'll try to show you a close-up of it. So, and it sounds really tinny to me. I'll give you a sound sample here in a minute. But it, probably a lot of fret buzz, I think, is one reason that the strings, the action is set so low that it's buzzing. That, or it may just need the neck straightened out. I haven't checked it with a level or anything like that, so it could just need truss rod adjustment. Now this model guitar has 2 single coil pickups. It's got 1 tone knob, 1 volume knob, and a 3-way switch. Up is the neck, centers both, and down is the bridge pickup. The output jack is on the front. Tuners seem to me to be very cheap. There are some dings and stuff from use. There's a rough spot here you can find on the that you can feel on the back of the neck. Looks like it's been leaned against something hard several times. Little fret sprout, it feels rough going up through here, but you can tell somebody has had a screwdriver on the bridge screws here. You can see the marks. Tell it's been used a bit from the scratches on the pick guard, so somebody's played it. It is a bolt-on neck, as you can see here. The one thing that I don't really care for on it, I love the color and everything. Everybody really that's looked at it, you know, my grandchildren, my daughter, oh how pretty, you know. But it's such a rough texture. And you can tell up here on the headstock too that it's very rough. I'm thinking about refinishing it, you know, getting rid of some dings in the body and stuff, but not knowing what finish is used on it, whether I'm sure it's probably an oil-based finish, but not knowing if it's a lacquer, enamel, or whatever. Probably a lacquer, I would guess. I would hate to put something on it and then have it come off down the road, or the incompatible paints. So I may leave it like it is, I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe, if there's room, or if it needs routed out, putting humbuckers in it. This bridge I don't like. I don't care for these bridges where you can't intonate the strings individually. You have to do it through one of these two screws here. But anyway, that is the cheap Epiphone. I'm going to give a sound test on it, and that way we'll have something to compare with after there's been some work done on it and any modifications I end up doing to it. As usual, I'll be recording through the digital recorder through my Champion 40 amp back here, Fender amp. Give a little bit of a sound test and go from there. Okay, before I do a sound test, I want to check the intonation real quick. So I've got my tuner on here, and make sure it's tuned up. The bottom E string is the only one that's intonating. The rest of them are way off. So that's going to take a bit of intonation. I think we're going to have to do some neck work on this thing first before we do anything else. As usual, everything's set on 5. Everything is set on 5 here. Gonna start out with the bridge pickup, and we'll do some clean chords, just a real quick little chord progression. Okay, go to both. Sees it. And we'll go to the neck. To me, it sounds really tinny. I think we'll get a lot of fret buzz. That's, I don't know it. I mean, my other guitars doesn't sound that terrible when I'm doing that. So let's try something with single strings. Okay, that was the bridge. We'll go both. And we'll go now neck. Okay, and we'll go now with a little bit of drive. Overdrive. As usual, set on middle, everything else on 5. Effects are off. This thing is microphonic, as you can probably tell there. Let's go bridge. Okay, both. Neck. Okay, that was bridge, or I'm sorry, that was neck. We'll do both. to the bridge. Okay, there we go. So that'll give us something to compare with in the future. Once I decide what to do with this, I think the first thing I'll be doing is working on this neck, tearing into it, see what kind of electronics and all that are in it, and update all that. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.